It's better. Now I feel uncomfortable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Sunday or Tuesday or Monday or Friday or Saturday or some day that you're listening to this, and it's time for another week of Suck My Controller. I'm Ryan McBride, and I'm joined, as always, by Captain Camper, a.k.a. Smithikins.
Evening, everybody. Afternoon, morning, whenever you're listening, if you are. There you go.
And we're not playing Batman Arkham City, especially not Lockdown. I don't even know. We were never playing Batman Arkham City Lockdown. Call of Duty Ghost is what's playing in the background. If you fancy yourself some Call of Duty, that can be found on the YouTubes and on the Twitches. But yeah, we start every week with what we've been playing.
What we've been playing.
Oh, wait, no, it's what we've been doing, actually, is how we start every week.
See, I tried to get all involved there, and you've done it wrong.
Whatever, dude.
Well done, dude. Well done.
So what'd you do this week, Smith?
Outside of gaming?
Sure.
What have I done?
I don't know. That's why I asked you.
I don't remember most of this week, to be honest.
Why? What?
I've done some work, as you do during the week.
Doubt it.
I done some pottery painting yesterday.
Okay, that's a thing.
My son and my girlfriend to a little pottery place where you go in, and you pick a mold, like it's already been made. It's just like a blank pot or a blank Santa Claus or a blank dog, and you paint it yourself, and they fire it up for you.
That sounds awful.
But it was really good fun. But then I sat there and realized, they've got all this pottery in there. They've got this giant kiln, all this clay and stuff, and they actually import the pots from China. They don't. It's cheaper to import them from China than it is to slab a big lump of clay into a mold and bung it in a kiln for a few hours.
Yeah, I believe that.
And it's still it was expensive, but it was a very good day out. My son thoroughly enjoyed it, which is good. It's hard to get him off Minecraft nowadays, so when we get him out of the house and he's painting, that's fucking score. What else have I done this week other than painting pots and Santa Clauses?
You painted a Santa Claus?
My son painted Santa Claus. I helped him out. But the really bad thing is artistically, I'm about as skilled as my 6-year-old son. And when I draw a stick man, it looks wrong. That's how arsey I am. I have no artistic bone in my body at all. I think that's pretty much all I've done non-gaming this week. It's been a rather non-eventful week. So, yeah. What are you browsing through right now?
Oh, I don't know.
You're just doing random shit on your computer in the background.
Oh, this is when you were yelling at me.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, no, that wasn't random bullshit. That's actually recorded footage from
random recorded footage.
Random recorded footage of me talking to you about Call of Duty.
Did I say anything offensive that might be deemed offensive by our small viewing audience?
Probably.
I do apologise for that. So anyway, what have you done this week? I'm going to boot up some COD while we do this, actually.
No, don't boot up COD. You're not going to be able to pay attention.
I'm going to do what you do to me. I'm just going to sit and go,
No, don't do that to me.
Yeah, so what have you done this week outside of game? What exciting stuff have you been doing?
Be my player too.
What?
Be my player too.
What's that?
Why do I keep going to this screen?
What are you talking about?
This is like the end of the game. Oh my god, we've got.
Do you want to invite me into this conversation, or what the fuck's going on?
Oh, I'm talking about the stream. Like I used a different thing to record the game footage, and like I was off there at the end of the game, and I don't know how.
So you were sitting there spoiling the end of the game for people watching the podcast.
Well, I quit it real quick so that nobody saw what was going on. But what I did this week, right? I didn't do much this week. I worked a lot.
So it's always the way, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we've had some scheduling issues at my other job, so it has forced me to work a little bit more, and especially nights more. So,
cunt boss.
Yeah, I've been doing that, and also getting ready for the Xbox One. Need some money.
Yeah, so I think everyone at the minute is sort of clambering around, sort of trying to scrape together the last few pennies, just like, I need to make sure I can get this.
Yeah. I'm gonna
you got a while. Xbox One's 22nd, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you got a while, a couple of weeks.
Yeah. It's a week and a half, something like that. Now.
Yeah. So are you gonna get one?
Am I gonna get one?
Yeah.
I have one set to ship here as long as there's enough money in my account when it ships out.
Nice. What do you plan on getting with it? What games are you looking to get?
I definitely want to get Dead Rising.
Yeah, is that exclusive?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I was going to pick that one up on the PS4. I guess I won't now.
No, you won't.
I'll let you finish before I go into detail.
Dead Rising. I really want to do that. I really want to play some Killer Instinct because that looks like it's going to be fun.
Meh.
I also really want to get Forza just because I know it'll look like fucking fantastic.
Yeah, so everyone I know is getting that. Just like, yeah, I just want some eye candy.
Yeah, I mean that game.
I'm not even that big on racing. I just want to look at it.
Right.
I suppose you can't blame it. It's a next gen console. You want to see what it can do, can't you?
Yep. But I think I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Good.
You know. But we can move on to probably what we've been playing. We can just keep on trucking, keep on keeping on.
Well, I've got a bit of extra information on what I've done this week that's sort of game related, but not playing the game related. I went to game to double check my pre-order was safe, just because they're not exactly famous for filling orders around here. The amount of times I've pre-ordered stuff and day one they've been like, oh, actually, you know what, we sold it. You know, so I went double check. They confirmed it was there. They confirmed I would definitely be getting it on launch day. They've also said they're going to ring me during the week to see what package I want. And because it's been a while, I said to the guy, well, what games have I pre-ordered? And he listed off like 4 or 5 games that they offered me the first day I went in there. Bear in mind, this was about 12 hours after the announcement. So a lot of the official information has changed since then. And other than FIFA, the 4 other games that I fucking pre-ordered have all been cancelled
or moved back.
Or moved back, or, you know, just no one knows anything. Like, I pre-ordered a Final Fantasy title. That's all they said when I went there that day. Do you want to pre-order Final Fantasy? I said, which one? They said, we don't know yet. We just know it's coming on launch day.
But it's not.
I was like, yeah, that one's been delayed. Fucking Destiny, fucking Wraith, everything just got delayed. So I ended up pretty much just pre-ordering an additional pad and FIFA again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a bit disappointing. You know, I'm not going to be looking at much launch day. I was hoping to pick up WWE 14, and then I realised that it's not actually on fucking next gen. They're keeping it on this gen, which, again, sucks.
What? Who's clamoring for WWE on next gen consoles? Well, nobody fucking cares about WWE on next gen consoles. You're out your damn mind.
Well, no, I like the game, and you know, I just want to.
Why? Because it's broken.
Shut up. Okay, we're not bitching about it. I just want to say I like the wrestling games, and I want a reason to use my PS4. I don't want this to be another Wii U for the first 6 months of launch. I'm so close to selling my Wii U right now. I don't know, because that's a franchise. I've never played the rest of them.
So what?
So it doesn't feel right.
Read it up on Wikipedia, or buy the old games. They're probably like $10 now.
No, I've tried that before. Like, I tried that with Assassin's Creed. I went to game and bought like 1, 2, and 3, and then got halfway through 1 and took them all back. I was like, that.
Well, one is the worst one by far.
Yeah, but I played that game and said, how the fuck did they spawn a sequel off this shit?
What are you talking
about?
Climb
tower, kill people. Climb tower, kill people.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You got climb towers, kill people.
If you like climbing tower simulator. You know, climbing tower, yeah, you know what I meant to say, right? The fuck is going on with my fucking mouse sensitivity right now?
It's going all over the place.
It's going all over the place. But anyway, yeah, that's my that was my little game story. I'm a bit disappointed that they're not going to give me much more to play.
There's stuff that you're going to be able to play. What's that downloadable game that you get for free with PlayStation Plus that looks good?
It could be anything. There's loads.
No, there's not loads. It's a...
DC Universe, Planet Side 2.
No. Angry Birds Star Wars is a day one launch thing?
Is that what you were talking about?
No, it's not what I'm talking about.
I'm going to rush out and get that shit right now.
Not Contrast. Where is it? Killzone Knack looks alright.
Killzone what?
Killzone and Knack. Knack is that.
Oh, what's Knack?
Knack is that colorful platformer, so I'm sure you'll love it.
Shitty indie game, yeah, not interested.
It's not an indie game. It's made by Sony.
Shit. It's just shit.
No, it looks alright. Resogun, that's what I was thinking of. That game looks good.
Never heard of it.
It's like what's that one game that everybody plays on PSN that was colorful, but it was like you're a ship and you're shooting shit and you're going around the earth.
If it's cute and colourful, the likelihood is I never.
It's not cute and colorful. I mean, it is colorful, but it's like your ship. I don't know. It's Resogun. It looks really good. It looks like an old-fashioned arcade shooter. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
I
don't wet around too much.
I know. It looks really good. Dive Kick. You can buy Dive Kick. Dive Kick's fun.
Oh, that's coming out on the PS4. Is it day one?
Yeah.
Because that's a good game. You can take the piss and have good fun with some mates. Yeah, I might pick that up. Probably not, but I might.
Blacklight Retribution. That's a free-to-play shooter that's on PC already.
Yeah,
but
it's really crap on PC. So I'd like experiment.
What are you talking about, dude? It's fine on PC. I like it on PC.
Well, as I say, it's crap. There's nothing wrong with it. It works, but it's just a shitter, freer, worse-looking version of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Doesn't really do anything to make itself stand out, and it's like there's so much hype for it, and it's been on PC for so long. I just play the fucking PC version. Stop bitching. It's crap. Nothing out of the ordinary. If you like generic free military shooters, then yeah, it'll be fun. But if you're bored of them, then no, it won't be.
Is that Need for Speed game?
Yeah, he wasn't sure if that was coming out or not. It's funny because the guy we work at game, like they're all hired based on their ability to sell stuff. They're not hired based on their knowledge of gaming.
Right.
So when you go in there, they'll try and flog whatever you want. And if you're even remotely qualified in the area, like if you just sit there and say, is it split screen co-op multiplayer or is it in only and stuff? They'll be like, hang on, let me check the box. And literally, they've got no fucking idea what they're talking about. It's quite saddening for someone that goes in there and buys games. Anyway, what are we doing? Moving on
to what we've been playing.
Good, because it's time to shit on Call of Duty right now. I suppose we should tackle the big one last. That's what we usually do, isn't it?
What? Yeah. What you been playing this week other than Call of Duty?
Played some more Final Fantasy. Finally got to Endgame. Having a lot of fun with that at the minute. It's a lot more fun than the leveling process.
I'm apparently having some problems with the video that was recorded. So
really?
No more of that. Yeah.
You just have to par with us, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the video that I recorded, like, it skipped, like, right to the end of my recording for some reason. And I know Call of Duty was having some weird things where you couldn't, like, Alt-Tab, and I think it has something to do with that, where it wasn't recording all of it all the time.
Yeah, no, I couldn't Alt-Tab for the first sort of few hours of play, and it worked. Not patched or nothing, it just started working all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah, it still doesn't work for me.
Yeah, it's quite bizarre. There are quite a few technical hiccups people are talking about at the moment.
Yeah, but what you been playing?
So Final Fantasy, been doing some hard mode raids on some of the summons or primals as they're called in that game, like Ifrit and Garuda and Titan. They're fun, they're challenging. The community is completely retarded on so many levels. It hurts. I've never played an MMO game with people that are so stupid.
You're stupid.
I maybe
stop playing Call of Duty. I can hear the fucking gunfire, you little whore.
I'm watching a video. Watching a video, man. As I turn my surround sound down. So anyway, yeah, Final Fantasy Endgame, really good fun. Basically, I don't know if you've not played the game, have you?
No, not at all. I've watched like 2 or 3 hours of people playing it, but I haven't actually watched it myself.
When a mob or a large enemy uses a powerful ability, you'll get a cast time by their HP bar, and then a very large red circle or line on the floor as to where the AoE is going to hit. It appears, the more vital classes, the tank, the mages, the healers, they just seem to standing it and die. Honest to God, they just stand there so many times. I'm just sitting there watching people, and it's like, literally, all you've got to do in this one fight is move on your screen maybe 2 inches either side, and they just stand there and die. I spent the best part of 4 hours today and never actually accomplished anything.
Ye old hoe bag.
It's shit. It's depressing. They should all be fucking ashamed of themselves. Most of them come in like, oh yeah, we're WoW pros, and it's like, fuck off. WoW is not a game to judge your ability on. It's crap. Anyway, outside of Final Fantasy, which is quite a boring topic because unless you're actually in the game, it's not over that fun to watch or talk about.
Oh, it looked nice. I don't know. I don't.
Try and play the PS3 version. It's so broken, it's unreal.
They've
got this weird technical thing where they're only allowed a certain amount of elements on the screen. Elements includes players, player names, icons, abilities, all this stuff. And like, if you go into any fight with more than 10 people on the PlayStation, it just stops loading stuff. There's this boss fight against Odin, one of the most iconic characters from the whole franchise. there was like literally maybe 100 people here fighting this guy, and I couldn't see anyone but myself and one other guy. I couldn't see the bad guy, nothing. So, and the graphics on the PS are completely fucking awful compared to the PC. But we are getting a free version of the PS4 one in February. So that's not bad. That's all right.
Wait, who's getting a free version? What?
Everybody that's got Final Fantasy Realm Reborn on the PS3 is getting a free version on the PS4.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, because I think they had to do it because there's probably some kind of legal shit otherwise.
Is it still subscription based on the PS3?
Yeah, subscription based, just like the PC version.
That's some bullshit.
I'd say so far it's definitely worth the money. Obviously with a subscription based game,
DC Universe Online is free.
DC Universe Online is a completely different game.
It's free.
Not Final Fantasy.
It's
and C,
free.
Shit.
Yeah, no.
It's shit.
I think it's fun.
So if you've played City of Heroes or any of the other hero MMO games, then it's
Did you play DCU?
Yes, I played it on the PS3. A friend suggested I play it because he said it was really good. I played it on the PC, thought it was shit. I played it on the PS3 and thought it was equally shit. I'm the MMO guy, bitch. You can't argue with my opinion.
This camera's way too close to my face.
Poor viewers, man.
Yeah. I can't argue with you because I had fun in DC Universe Online.
Yeah,
I don't.
You've got low expectations of MMOs,
or maybe I really like DC.
Okay, yeah. If you're a fan of DC, I suppose it could be slightly different. I just personally thought, compared to City of Heroes, the correct character creation when I played it was lackluster. The mission progression was typical MMO-based bullshit questing. I'm a superhero and I'm still helping a fucking stupid twat.
Your face is lackluster.
Oh no, you didn't. Motherfucker. So what else have I played? What else have you played? Because the only thing I've played other than that is... I played Adventure Park.
What's that?
I'm going to be doing a review of that some point this week. It's basically a theme park.
Okay.
But sort of for this generation.
Zoo Tycoon?
Yeah, kind of. Just theme park.
That's coming out at launch for the Xbox One. I'm sorry. I gotta stop and just be like, the only thing that is really on my mind, and I'm sorry to anybody that listens to this or anybody that's watching this later, is next generation. Like, to be honest with you, like, the only thing on my mind right now, all I'm thinking about is Xbox One and PS4.
What the fuck? I'm talking to you about a game I'm playing, and
I know.
You're just shooting me down.
I'm not shooting you down. Like, I will. We can talk about that in a second. I just wanted to apologize ahead of time to you and to the listeners. Is just like my head is so clouded with what can we do for next generation. Everybody's gonna be doing so much stuff. Like, okay, go ahead. Adventure Park.
Adventure Park, yes. Before I was rudely interrupted by this fucking ignoramus. For all intents and purposes, it is basically just a new generation of theme park sim. It is very, very similar to the original theme park title. Mm-hmm. You make your park, you make your roller coaster, you manage your staff, you check your visitors, see what they want, keep up with their demands, all that kind of stuff. I'm only in the third tutorial mission, which is actually called a campaign. Which I personally disagree with. It's definitely not a campaign. It's like a prolonged interactive tutorial, but it's still very fun at the minute. Excuse me. And as I said, if you played the original theme park games, then it's pretty much the same. If you haven't, then you probably don't deserve to be listening to this podcast as a gamer, to be honest. So fuck off.
That seems a little harsh.
Was that a little harsh? Okay, then please go away. Is that better?
No, because we need everybody to listen that we can get.
It's like, I'm only going to offend people if they listen. The chances are that slim. But yeah, it's very good. It's on Steam at the minute for a discounted price. I can't tell you the price because I'm too lazy to look it up. But it is discounted for the next few days while it's in its early launch period. So make sure you check that out. I will have a review up on the website at some point this week. I'd like to say by Wednesday, but it depends on how much time I get to put into the game before then.
Alrighty then.
But other than Adventure Park and Final Fantasy, anything else I've played is Call of Duty Ghosts, which I'm sure we'll discuss very shortly. What have you played, Mr. Ryan McBride?
Hearthstone.
Again.
Pokemon.
Again. Still.
Call of Duty.
Awesome. Well, we know about Hearthstone. We know about Pokemon.
Yep. They're still good.
They're still good.
Yeah. But yeah, we can move on to Call of Duty. I guess we can have that discussion.
All right, I'm going to summarize my opinion in a very brief sentence.
Meh.
Game's fucking shite.
Oh, really?
I don't like it.
Why?
It just doesn't feel right. It looks like Modern Warfare 2 looked. It doesn't look all that better than any of the other ones.
Yeah.
These dynamic map changes. Most of this is what I'm talking about multiplayer. I haven't experienced any of the single player stuff.
You haven't played any single player yet?
No, I'm only level 10 in multiplayer. I literally I thought the day I got it, usually with COD games, I'll pick it up and I will sit there and I will bum it out for 2 weeks. I will play nothing else and do nothing else outside of gaming. I will just play COD. And literally, I picked it up, played 2 or 3 rounds, and then just logged off and played Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm just not interested. Just, a lot of the critics say it's the same game, generation after generation, time after time. And although I agreed with that to some extent, I've never agreed with it more than what I do now. It just feels... I don't know. There doesn't seem to be any advances whatsoever. In the core aspects of the game, the running, the shooting, it's all fucking the same. There's no... And what the fuck is with the lean?
What are you talking about?
But it's like not there.
What are you talking about?
The lean.
You can do the lean. All you gotta do is walk up to a wall, and it's contextual, and it just leans for you. Which, by the way, for the Xbox One, right? For Battlefield 4, you can actually lean in your chair, and your character will lean out.
No way.
Yeah.
Can't deny that's quite sexy, to be honest.
Yeah, it actually...
that's pretty fucking sexy.
I was watching a dude, because if anybody doesn't know, there was a bunch of preview footage that was actually released to the public, or there was an embargo that lifted, so a couple of sites out there have footage of them playing it. And, and I was watching one of the guys, and he was just kind of leaning out like this, and then his character on the screen was almost perfectly 1-to-1, able to lean out. So that was pretty good.
No, that's a really cool feature. Actually, it's not something I even thought about doing with it. But why has that not been spoke about?
I don't really know. I don't think they're really talking that much about the Kinect, because most of the time nobody fucking cares.
Yeah, and as soon as you talk about Kinect, I was like, they're spying on my living room.
Yeah, but if they do stuff like that, if they do stuff that's I can keep my hands on the controller, and it's just this little thing that, enhances the gameplay but doesn't change it that much, if they can find little ways to do things like that, I'll be okay with Kinect this time around.
I personally think that's the direction they should be taking. Small improvements to a lot of things rather than just these Kinect-only games and...
Yeah.
All that kind of shit, but I suppose it's early days, so we'll see. But that's quite a nice feature. I haven't heard about that, to be honest.
Yeah, but we're talking about Call of Duty.
We are anyway. So anyway, as I was talking about the multiplayer, the game just looks bad. As soon as I loaded in, it looked disappointing. I've whacked up everything I can find to the very maximum, and atmospheric was the backgrounds are really really cool and detailed, and then the actual level you're playing on isn't all that. It's I'm looking at this rock face right now, and it looks textured. It doesn't look like it should. I don't know. I'm incredibly disappointed with the way it looks. I'm disappointed with the whole HUD setup. It's just a bit too bubbly and colourful and stuff. It's just there's bubbles everywhere.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's just the shape and the colour of the score in the bottom left, and then your field orders and the scores in the top right. It's just I just don't like it.
Dude, it all looks the same. What are you fucking...
Yeah, but it doesn't look the fucking same.
It does look the fucking same, basically.
Motherfucker, fuck you.
No.
You're just a fanboy.
No, I'm not a fanboy. I'm just I'm willing to point out, especially a lot of different things about this game that I don't particularly like, but I'm not going to also throw down on it looks all cute and bubbly. I
just don't like that the UI just doesn't feel right to me. It just feels a bit too intense.
You're out your damn
I'd like more transparency. You can't argue with this. It's my opinion of it, dickhead.
I'm just saying that it's the same thing. You're objectively saying something that is false.
I don't like it. I'd like to see it changed. Isn't that the point of a fucking discussion? Dipshit. Anyway, carrying on. I don't like these fucking field orders. Who invented those?
That's new this game. So what we're talking about is field orders. During multiplayer, there will be briefcases that drop. You pick them up and they have an order like kill 2 people while crouched, or kill a person with your secondary weapon, or kill somebody with an explosive, like with your grenade or something.
Or kill somebody while bunny hopping and all these retarded things, which is...
Or humiliate the next person that you kill.
It's just like... So, first of all, you've got to be lucky to kill someone or be near someone that's died. And then you've got to go and get the briefcase, which usually ends up in your death. And then you've got to try and fulfill the objective of the briefcase. You know, I think it's a nice idea. It's just shit.
You get a whole kill streak for it, dude. Of course you have to work for it.
You get a care package.
Yeah.
Which 90% of the time is a fucking sat box thing.
I don't know, dude. I've gotten some dogs out of it. I've gotten some missiles out of it. I've gotten plenty of good stuff out of it.
I just don't. I just think it makes me focus on something else other than killing people. Like literally, I got one earlier on, which was kill someone while jumping. So literally, all I did for the next 20 minutes was mash space while I ran around trying to shoot somebody.
Oh, that's because you suck.
Yeah, I don't purposely jump and shoot. You know, I just if it calls for it, I'll do it. But I don't purposely sit there and approach every combat situation with I must jump before firing.
You jump around corners.
Motherfucker, that's what that field order made me do.
I don't mind that addition. I think it breaks up a normal team deathmatch, I think it breaks up how people normally play, and I think that makes it more interesting to me, at least. Like, I get field orders, and then I'm trying to complete them because you get rewards for it, and it's making me do something that I don't normally do. And I like that. I like being pushed outside my boundaries of what I normally do, and I think it also breaks up other people who are just willing to sit in corners.
I suppose it can be seen as an anti-capping measure. Yeah, I can. Well, mind you, it depends. Because if I've got like shoot someone with a headshot or shoot someone while jumping, I'll just sit in a corner and jump.
No, I don't know.
You know, I mean, I can understand. Like, it's one of the few areas of the game where they have tried to change something. I don't necessarily agree with what they've done. But it's nice to see they're actually willing to give it a shot. You know, because the rest of the game, I just don't feel was. You know, I think the kill streaks have gotten stupid. There's so much shit going on right now. I literally have no idea what's actually going on.
Have gotten stupid.
Well, it's just the dog. Why?
I like the dog.
The dog. I can't play this in front of my other half because if she sees a dog die, she cries.
What? Yeah, I get really pissed when people kill my dog.
Anything like she's watching a film and a dog gets hurt, or if she sees one of them adverts on TV about a charity raising money for dogs.
Arms of an angel.
Yeah, she just cries. So I can't play this in front of the other half because they kill dogs. And I just don't believe. Can we talk about the fucking game, you cocksucker? You're fucking singing. I don't like the dogs. I don't like most of the fucking kills.
I like the dogs.
I can't believe the game made $1 billion in a single fucking day.
Well, that's not completely true.
Yes, it is. You're talking about Activision shipping 1 billion units to retail, aren't you?
They made $1 billion shipping it to stores, but stores can't return it. They didn't actually.
They also sold $1 billion worth. I've got the. I'll talk about it in the news. It's there. It's concrete. It was an official press release. Suck on my giant testicles. So anyway, what did you think about?
You know what I hate?
What's that?
I hate how untransparent the video game industry is, and how they only give out numbers when they can make them look good.
It's basic advertising and PR 101.
Well, no, it doesn't happen in any other industry.
What do you mean it doesn't happen?
It doesn't happen in any other industry. Any other industry, in the movie industry, you know exactly how many box tickets were sold.
Oh yeah, I suppose if you look at it like that, I mean, it doesn't particularly fucking bother me. I just see it as bullshit.
Well, it's starting to bother me because it is bullshit. It's ridiculous that they can, like, if people say 1 million sold through or 1 million sold to stores, and they make it sound really nice, and it's like, well, that doesn't actually mean anything, or that doesn't. How much money did you spend on making the game? And there's just no transparency in the game industry anymore, and it's really starting to frustrate me.
Well, let's leave that discussion for the end of the podcast, shall we?
Okay. All right. Fine.
Because there are people that don't like to listen to us bitch about random topics. But anyway,
okay. But Call of Duty.
Multiplayer. What are your personal thoughts and opinions?
So multiplayer, a lot of people are pissed off that there's no more UAVs. I kind of like the sat nav system, which what it is basically instead of 3 kills to get like a UAV, which was the normal thing. You get 3 kills to get a sat nav, and basically what that means is it will link everybody up. So if anybody sees an enemy, it'll show up on the mini map, and then a second sat nav will actually create like the old UAV style, like sweeping radar thing. I think it's a nice change. I think it's something different. It's fine. I know a lot of people that don't like it, though. I know a lot of people.
I feel slightly hypocritical here because I'm sitting there moaning it's exactly the same game and all the things have changed I'm moaning about. But I'm one of those that don't like it. I prefer the old UAV system. You knew where you stood. You didn't have to rely on your teammates to get the UAV off. Because I'll know someone's got one. I'll pop one and I'll just wait and wait and wait and wait, and then they'll push it out later. And it's like you've got to use. I don't think everyone understands how it works.
Yeah, they don't really explain it very well, and I think that is a problem. A lot of the kill streaks and stuff they don't explain very well. I do like the unlocking system a lot. The way that it works is basically you get squad points as you level up, and instead of unlocking certain things at certain levels, which I think is really unbalanced, they give you the squad points and they say, hey, if you can buy what you want with these squad points. So by level 10, you can buy a full set of whatever you want, basically, and be competitive with anybody else.
Oh, no.
What are you talking about now?
There are still level restrictions on a lot of it.
No, there's only level restrictions on perks, and you can still buy them ahead of time.
Yeah, but you can't use them.
Yes, you can.
You can buy them and use them ahead of the level unlock.
Yep.
Then what's the point of the level?
The level unlock gives you to them for free. You don't have to buy them.
Why the fuck can no one tell me this? Why do they tell you that?
Why don't you just ask your buddy? Why don't you just ask your buddy? I'm right here. I'm a wealth of knowledge. I'm just pouring out all over you. Just blah, blah, blah.
That whole pouring out all over me just gave me an image I really didn't want to have. That's really. Ryan's pouring all over me.
You know it, buddy.
I feel like less of a man right now.
I can't wait till you come to the United States.
What, so you can pour all over me? Yeah, I might delay that trip. Anyway, carry on before we start this. Oh.
I do like the unlocking system, though. I think it's better than it has been in the past. And so that's a good change. But again, a lot of people are not... I don't know if they're not unhappy because it is a change, or if they're not unhappy because they don't like the change. It's a hard thing to talk about with a lot of different people. You want it to change, but when they do change things, a lot of people don't like it, and then they get mad, and then blah 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 blah. Want to sell 1 billion copies so I can jack off to $1 billion. Blah 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 blah.
I actually quite like it.
Yeah,
I think there's as you said, there's a whole lot of the multiplayer aspect of the game that's been changed that they just don't bother telling you about.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's frustrating, because logic would suggest, as a gamer, you see something that says 15 points and level 56, you need to have level 56 to buy it. Just logic. That's what it says. But according to you, and no, which I'm going to try out here very shortly after I finish this match.
You can do it.
Which is great. I think that's fucking excellent, because there was in the old games, if for example, say you're playing team deathmatch, some fucker's got ninja and counter everything, whatever ninja. Silent steps and no UAV, all that shit. UAV jammer, whatever the fuck they were called. It gave them a severe advantage over you for a long time.
Yeah.
Even if you're a very talented player, if you can't hear someone coming or see them on your radar and they can see and hear you, it changes the rules completely. And I think the change to that is nice. I haven't really looked in depth at a lot of stuff. I just like to get a bunch of points and then make a whole class up. But they do appear to have more kill streaks.
Yes, it looks like they do have more kill streaks. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about kill streaks. Fuck.
I can't get any past 5. Hoorah!
Kill streaks. What was I going to say? Call of Duty, kill streaks, I don't fucking remember. It's all right.
It couldn't have been that intelligent, then, really. So just leave it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good point, but I don't remember it. Just Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty multiplayer. There's a little bit of changes here and there. There's, It's fucking Call of Duty, guys. It's I mean, I don't know what to say. It doesn't look quite as good as the last iteration, and I think that is something that should be talked about more often. It is not optimized for PC at all.
No, you can tell it's a port, can't you? Just very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I have a pretty good PC, and it's hard to get 60 frames per second locked, even at 720p, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I rock about 90 for the duration, and as soon as I get in firefights, it becomes completely fucking random.
Yeah.
It does jump up and down a lot. I've literally just upgraded my rig. It's quite beastie. It pisses all over the recommended specs. It should be able to run it fine, but there are a lot of tech issues.
Yep.
And the net code, whatever the fuck, dude. The amount of time I'll get shot, I'll run around the corner, and I'll be dead. I've already gone around the fucking corner. I've seen it in previous games, but it's so bad in this right now. Yeah. I don't have the technical know-how to know exactly what causes it. I just know it's broken. I want it fixed.
It's called lag.
It's not just lag. It's just worse than lag. This is like lag 2.0.
Yeah. But all that being said, it still is the fast-paced Twitch shooting, explosive stuff that you can never find in Call of Duty. And single player, all I'll say about single player is that it's unfortunate because it takes a step back. I know Infinity Ward and whoever makes the Black Ops series, I forget their name right now, are two different studios, but Black Ops 2 had some branching paths, tried to do some cool things for the story, and that doesn't happen in the single player campaign this time around. It is a straightforward story, which is fine. I don't know. It's in my review that will be up before this podcast goes up for sure. It talks about how I feel like Call of Duty is the single player is like an action movie. You know, it's a 4-hour, 5-hour experience. It's got explosions and it tries to pull at your heartstrings and blah blah blah. It's fucking Call of Duty. The extinction mode's pretty good. Have you played any of that?
No, I haven't played the extinction. There's another one as well, isn't there? What is it? Fucking squad mode.
Oh yeah, squad mode. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
No, I haven't played literally nothing but a very, very brief amount of the multiplayer. And just to confirm, you can unlock the perks before the level requirement.
Told you.
Stupid fucking game. There's no fucking sense.
Yeah, the squad mode's basically like a bot mode where you go against your friends' squads. And extinction is like a horde mode, like a 4-player co-op, like the zombies, except different. That's really cool. There's more about that in my review. That will be up soon.
Yeah.
But I think we can move on. I'm kind of sick of talking about Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's very much the same old.
Some of the changes they made aren't necessarily for the better.
Fucking claymores.
No, there's claymores. They're just called something different.
No, they've got these fucking IEDs that are severely fucking delayed compared to claymores, and to take even less skill to lay than what a claymore did.
Oh, and everybody's freaking out over the knife animation too.
I like the knife animation, other than the fact you die before it starts. Like somebody runs up to me, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I don't even see them knife me or nothing like that, but to be honest, the knife's always been a pet hate of mine in this game. It's just too ridiculous, it's too easy.
Right.
If you're bitching about it, just shut up. Yeah, I will get into some extinction mode and hopefully the squad mode so I can talk about it more next week. There was something more positive I was going to say and I've forgotten what it was. It's funny that, isn't it?
No.
It's pretty much the same old. If you like the old COD, you might like this one. I'd personally wait for it to drop in price a little bit.
I would personally want to play it, if I was going to play it, on next generation hardware.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. I would. Usually I would sit there and laugh at you for picking it over PC, but right now the PC version is not.
It's just not that good. It's like, it's busted a little bit, and
yes, the graphics and the FPS we said before aren't very good. It's not very well optimized. It just doesn't feel right, and I think it's quite obviously they're focusing on the consoles for this one, so we'll just have to leave it there.
Right,
they fix it. So yeah, what else have we? Is that all we've played this week?
That's all we played this week. We've already gone like 50 minutes.
50?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, we've been sitting bitching about Call of Duty for the last fucking hour and a half.
Well, I mean that was the thing that came out. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. So what else can we talk about? I don't think I've played nothing else. Have you?
No, I haven't played anything else.
So move on to what?
The news.
I can't do the news while I'm in the fucking game.
News.
Right, let me get the post up. It's here somewhere.
News.
Right, so the hottest news this week isn't all that hot. It's been quite a cool week in terms of the hottest gaming news. It's been quite dull. Let's start with a Square Enix story. Did you read their financial report they published?
No, not at all.
No, me neither. But they published a PDF with it that was much easier to read for people like me. There was pictures and bullet points and stuff. I like that. It's very easy. Yeah. Basically, they admit to their shit right now. Nothing they do is working, and they're basically going to put all of their focus into MMO gaming and mobile platforms.
Oh, fantastic! Even though Tomb Raider was a great game and it sold really well, but
but Square Enix are renowned for their mobile and MMO games. Making a total of 3 MMO games and a shit ton of overpriced mobile content. Have you seen the price of their mobile games?
Yeah,
it's fucking ludicrous.
Final Fantasy 3 is like $15 or something.
Yeah, because I was on there. I just saw Square Enix on the App Store. I was like, oh wow, what they got? And I thought I'll have a look at this. And it's like, what? For a mobile phone game? No fucking chance. Shit,
well, I mean, let's be real. Like Final Fantasy 3 is like a 100-hour experience, but still,
it's a mobile game.
Well, it's not a mobile game. It's a Super Nintendo game.
Yeah, but it's on a mobile fucking phone.
Yeah, but
well, I'm a long way off paying £15 for a mobile phone.
But you would pay $15 for a downloadable version of Final Fantasy 3 or 5.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No, fucking game is old as shit now. But yeah, don't get me wrong. This time it fucking made waves. All of them did. But nowadays, looking back at them, they're still shit.
I mean, I paid $10 for what was that? What's that one on the Wii U with Alex Kidd? Or not Alex Kidd, with Ness. Why am I blanking on this? Doesn't matter. The RPG. Okay. It's not a cute... It's one of the most hardcore RPG games of that console system, but whatever.
Whatever. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, so move on from there. Hey.
Well, go ahead, move on. You get to the news, boy.
Oh, it's news. It's my news, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shit. Let me tab from this. Hang on a sec. Don't
God
kill me.
Damn it.
Right. Microsoft giving away free Xbox Ones.
I heard that. Like, some people... when I heard that, I immediately checked my... Oh, hold on. Now I can hear you.
I thought you were going to turn around and say, I've just got an email.
No. When I saw that, I checked my email and I didn't get shit. So I was very unhappy, but check your Xbox email if you are an Xbox Live subscriber. They don't seem to be putting any restriction on it. They're giving people the Microsoft points. They're giving people free games. Some people are getting free Xbox Ones.
Yes, and it's totally true. The story arose early this week, actually, when somebody, a journalist, got an email about it, and obviously assumed it was a scam, as you fucking would. Microsoft aren't exactly renowned for giving away free awesome shit.
Earthbound, that's the name of the game.
Oh, there we go, yeah. But it was confirmed both by the official Twitter and the customer support over the telephone. So check your email. They are still going out. Sadly, there's no information on who or why.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be like you have this gamer score or something like that. It's just, or you have been a subscriber for this long. It seems to be random.
It does seem very random. There's one guy was saying he had like over 100 games for the Xbox, so he was quite happy. Another guy said he's only had his Xbox 6 months. And he was fucking ecstatic about it. So It just seems completely random. I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of system to it, but it's nice. Just there's no reason. A lot of people are bitching. So, well, fuck, I didn't get one, or I want PS4. But it's nice. Just imagine yourself in that situation. You get that news. You're going to be fucking happy, right?
Right.
This is the kind of thing we should all be united about. Happy for everyone getting one. Fuck, don't get bitchy and shit about it. I'd like a free Xbox. I'm not going to pay for one, but I'd love a free one, That'd be fucking great. But yeah, that's all totally true. More information on the post, which will be live shortly after this. I just want to go through and make sure it's all okay. Next up was a slight tease from Naughty Dog, the developers of The Last of Us. They were recently on Reddit for a developer Q&A, which was, for all intents and purposes, boring. But the multiplayer... I don't. Yeah, the multiplayer designer of Uncharted 3 said that the next generation is going to be extremely exciting, and they will know you will be impressed. He didn't give any information other than that. So, that's not just doesn't exactly confirm if they're working on one or if they're not working on one, or if we're going to see it's just developers saying something.
Of course they're working on something. They're a really good developer. They'd be crazy if they weren't working on something, but
Have they fallen short yet?
Not yet.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. It happens to all of them, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say too. Me and you were on the same page. We're like, hey, they've made some really great stuff, but something's gonna happen that's shitty here pretty soon.
All of them go through it. Every big developer, even everyone in Square Enix we talk about in the fucking news. I mean, they were massive. 5-10 years ago, everyone would have put them near the top of their list. Nowadays, most gamers are quite disappointed by what they push out. Mostly because they keep releasing shit, which is their own fucking fault, to be honest. But anyway, yeah. So Naughty Dog, hopefully. What do you reckon? A sort of a sequel or a new IP?
Naughty Dog would probably be Last of Us 2. They seem to be on this kick where they do 3 games and then they move on. That's their usual MO.
So, although I thoroughly enjoyed Last of Us, it's one of the best games I've played in a very, very long time. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be all that excited about a sequel.
Way better than Grand Theft Auto this year, I'm just saying.
I
way better than Grand Theft Auto.
They're both brilliant games. They're both at the top of their fucking class, but they're so different. They both offer different levels of fun. GTA is just GTA.
I'm just trying to get it in your head now. Like, before the end of the year, I will fucking try to block at my hardest that GTA will not be the game of the year for Gamers Heroes.
No, personally, I would actually agree with you. I would rather give it to The Last of Us currently.
Okay, all right.
I love GTA
because when we talked about GTA, like when Johnny was here and we all talked about GTA, you guys both were like, "Yep, game of the year, fucking best thing ever," and I was like, "No."
I totally thought that to begin with, but it's like The Last of Us left a much longer lasting impression on me than GTA did. I love GTA.
Yeah,
amazing game, worth every fucking penny, complete genius, Rockstar. But at the same time,
multiplayer shit.
Multiplayer, the online is fucking broken. It's been broken from the start. It's been abused and exploited to shit. And even when they fix that, there's fuck all to do.
Yeah,
I've already done everything. I've not even played it that much. I've not got I've not got the best apartment in the game. I don't want it. Everyone's got it. It's identical. I've got all the cars I want. There's nothing to do. They need to bring these heists out quick. But I've lost interest now. Whereas The Last of Us, I still look back on that experience with nothing but positive emotions. I love the story and the immersion involved. So Game of the Year, December 31st. We actually publish our Game of the Year at the end of the year.
Yep.
I'm not entirely sure why all these other fuckwits do it in September and fucking October and random shit like that.
Because
maybe it's a financial year or something, but I don't care.
Maybe because there's like a shit ton of stuff that comes out like right around right now, and trying to fit that all in logistically into a Game of the Year is terribly hard.
Terribly hard for a fucking greedy corporation, money-grabbing motherfuckers like IGN.
Oh, just
we can do it.
Down.
Fuck you, bad boy. I just don't like it. The Game of the Year to me is January 1st to December 31st.
Yeah.
Game of the fucking year. So yeah, check out for Gamers Heroes for that. We do it every year. Well, we did it last year.
We do it every year. Well, we did it last year. So.
It's a trend, right? It's
yeah.
setting it. So what are we talking about? News. On a bit of a rant about Last of Us and GTA there. I might actually boot Last of Us up again,
Yeah, it's a good game.
Was there DLC for that eventually?
Yeah.
See, because I sort of lost it. I moved on. So sad part about, doing what we do at Gamers Heroes. You don't always get to dedicate the time to the games you want to dedicate it to. Sometimes you just got to move on.
Yeah, I mean, I would really like to play more Splinter Cell.
I've not played Blacklist in fucking ages.
I know, and that game was so much fun.
Well, to be fair, I stopped playing it because I never saw you online anymore.
Whatever.
Upsetting motherfucker. You
never talk to me. Man. Whatever, dude. I'm always here and I'm always waiting for you, and you never talk to me anymore.
Just send me a message like, "Yo, Smith, you want to play some shit?" Like, all right. I've always got to talk to you, and you're like, "Oh, I don't know, man. I'm feeling miserable because I'm fat and American."
Hey.
You just like, "I'll be back in a minute," and you're gone for 5.5 hours.
Well, sometimes I gotta work. I'm trying to get enough money for the Xbox. Somebody's got to have the Xbox One at Gamers Heroes, okay?
Yeah, because me and Johnny are both getting the fucking PS4.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I need... Somebody's got to have it, and for me to do that, I'm going to have to pull some late nights here.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and swap my Wii U for an Xbox One on launch day. You don't think I've got a chance?
No.
Your response doesn't bode well. You don't think I've got a chance at that, no?
No.
Why not?
Nobody's going to take a Wii... You can buy a Wii U for... What's a Wii U? $300? Yeah,
If that.
$300. That's the elite version now is $300, and the Xbox is what, $500? Yeah, why would anybody take that trade?
Because you never know. People might buy it and be like so raged about it. It's, fuck, I'm going to swap it for a Wii just to piss Microsoft off.
I don't know. I'm not getting rid of my Wii. I am getting rid of my Xbox 360, I think, which is sad because I don't have the Xbox One isn't backwards compatible. But
yeah, I don't know the way both consoles just sort of think fuck it with that. They just
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really care that much. It's unfortunate. And if I had a little bit more money, I'd probably keep all of it. But I want to get some of them launch day games, dude.
See, I do care because I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 right now, which isn't out until fucking February on the PS4. So I've got to keep my PS3 to play that game alone. Otherwise, I'm going to be fucking AFK for 3 months, which sucks. And GTA Online. I would like to dive into that when they do eventually release the heist, just to see if they're any good.
Yeah.
And I have to keep my PS3 just to be able to do that.
Yeah, it sucks, but I don't know.
It's depressing.
My Xbox is pretty much broken anyway, so fuck it.
Is it?
Yeah, my cat screwed up the disk drive, so.
What's your cat doing playing the Xbox?
No, so like what I like to do is when my cat's sitting down by my Xbox, I would eject the disc tray and then put it back in because it would freak my cat out. But then one time she like jammed her paw all up in the disc tray and like ripped it out, and I was like, "Oh no!"
So you were teasing your cat and winding it up, and then it made you pay for it.
Yeah.
I can't say you didn't deserve that.
Yeah. So now every once in a while, when I press the eject button, it just doesn't eject.
I had that with my old one.
Yeah.
The first models I got. So.
Yeah, you just got to jam a paper clip like down this little thing, and then it opens up.
Yeah. So more on the news. Anyway, because we're fucking all over the place today.
There's some videos.
No structure.
I want some news.
Well, let me finish mine first, all right?
Let's switch it up. I want some news.
Motherfucker.
So the people at Microsoft put out a video, which if I could find the video, I'll put it up on our YouTube page.
See, you're not prepared, are you? You're not prepared.
I am prepared. I can send a link to it, but nobody's watching right now. Yeah,
nobody's watching ever.
Well, basically, it goes over the dashboard, and I like the dashboard. Well, that's exciting, dude. The dashboard, the front page of your system is what you see every time you turn it on. It's an exciting thing. You don't care?
It's not by the Xbox One, no. I care.
Well, here's some cool things about the dashboard. So let's say me and my roommate, I'm going to put it in the living room, I think, if he's nice to me. If we're sitting there, you can have it'll log, if you have the Kinect plug-in, it'll log you based on the way you look. So it can recognize your face and be like, "Hi, Ryan," or whatever. We already knew that, but if you're both sitting on the couch, right, you both are technically logged in at the same time, and at any point, if you want to see your dashboard, you say, "Xbox, show me my stuff," and then the whole dashboard will just flip over to what you normally have for your Xbox home screen. And what that means is, like, I can pin different stuff, different channels of TV, different programs, different games on my front screen, and it looked as if it was a little bit easier to get around, which was my number one problem with the Xbox dashboard right now, is that everything is so fucking hard to get to, or you have to go through so many menus just to get to what you want. And it was like, the way that the dashboard looked, it was home screen, and then the other screen was games, movies, TV, audio, or whatever, and that was it. It wasn't like this, I'm flipping through 20 different screens. It showed switching between gameplay, TV, apps, and stuff like that seamlessly, which looks really good. Also, like, it doesn't have to reload the game, like when you switch out of it.
Yeah, no, you can do 2 things at once and all that jazz.
Yeah. So, and then they showed some of the recording features, which look alright. It isn't a suite that I would want to use to make videos for Gamers Heroes, but it might be a fun thing if people want to follow me and I can put up random videos of dumb bullshit.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, anyone serious is going to stick to the professional tools already available. Yeah. It's not like they're trying to break the market there. It's just an added. I mean, for the PS4, I mean, I'm just hoping they get rid of all that shit, because you got on the PS3, you got like a video editor and a photo gallery manager and a photo image manipulator. It's like, honest to fucking God, I've never even looked at those to think if they're any good. I didn't buy a PS3 to edit photos. You know, I've got Adobe for that, and they're better than you, Sony. So fuck off. I just want the PS. I don't want that shit on my PS4 dashboard. You know, I want it to look jazzy. I mean, I must admit, the login features with Kinect and the amount of control you will have over the actions the Xbox takes just based on your voice and appearance, I think it's fucking fantastic. I love to sit Xbox on, you know, Xbox show me my stuff, all this shit you can do with other people and that in the room. It just makes the experience custom to you, even when there's a bunch of people in your house.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't fault them for that.
And it also sounds like from people that were at the Xbox One launch event, which had most of the first party games and stuff. They said they were in a big room. There was a lot of people talking, and still voice commands were working very well, which is good to see because the Xbox 360 Kinect, if there's sound or the TV's playing and stuff like that, it can be a hassle to try to get it to hear you.
Yeah, that's understandable. It's, again, an understandable concern. So it's nice to see that was addressed. I mean, they can't really say, you know, we're making a new game, a new console for the social gamer and the family gamers and all that stuff, and say, yeah, it doesn't work unless the house is dead silent.
Yeah,
yeah, that's nice. That's nice to hear.
They showed more Skype stuff too, so
yeah, that upsets me.
Why?
Because PS4 doesn't have Skype.
Yeah, it's owned by Microsoft.
I know, and I like Skype. I use Skype for work. I use it for pleasure. I'm signed in all day, every day on some device or another.
Yeah.
But not my PS4.
Yeah, but
that hurts.
But it'll follow me around while I'm sitting on my couch.
Really?
Yeah, it showed like a guy like sitting on a couch, and then he gets up, and then like it uses like camera software to recognize where your skeletal position is, so it'll follow you.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I might have to buy an Xbox as well, not instead.
Exterminate.
Wow, that was smooth. You can't have it yourself, did you?
Yep.
Well done.
Sorry, I'm playing with little things that are on my desk.
Motherfucker!
What?
Fuck! I hate this game. I'm so bad at this game, dude.
Well, stop playing that game and do some news.
That was what I wanted to say positively. I thought the maps were really good.
Oh, yeah.
Much better on the last one. I don't like this whole dynamic changing thing, mainly because I've got no idea when it happens or why it happens.
Care packages.
It's just shit. But anyway,
it happens from care packages.
What, the map changing?
Yep.
Well, that's not always necessarily true.
Yep.
Like you can shoot the bus so it falls off the edge.
I guess, but that's not really a map change.
That's fucking ridiculous.
But have you seen it happen? Like where like the screen like blows up and all of a sudden the map like is like all red and on fire.
Yeah, I've seen it on one map. Yeah, that happens, but it's so badly done that while I'm running around shooting people, they're all still loading. They're literally just standing in the corner, looking at nothing as they're loading the new level. As I shoot everyone, for me it doesn't load. It blows up and then it's changed. But I guess some people it has to load it. I don't know. But yeah, that was shit. And another one, it's just become smoky, so you can't fucking see anything. So it just makes an inciting game dull because every fucker just sits there and waits for the smoke to clear.
Oh, whatever. I run around in the smoke with my fucking fast knife out on my Magnum.
That's because you're ballsy, son. Fuck your dog. Anyway, are you carrying on with the news, or am I doing it now?
No, I had a good like 10-minute news section there.
Really? How long has this been going on for?
Long.
We should try like bullet episodes, like where we just do it for 5 minutes.
No, nobody wants to listen to that.
But nobody wants to listen to this. If you listen to Gamers Heroes podcast at all for any length of time, send us an email.
Shut up.
It's like my controller at gamersheroes.com. Just one email. Do it. Right, anyway, next up in the news. Oh, see, I've alt-tabbed the game and it's crashed.
Good.
Seriously, in this day and age, on the PC, who doesn't fucking multitask?
I hope it did crash hard. I hope it doesn't boot up ever again for you.
I wouldn't be bothered about that. I'm only literally playing it because right now it's either that or just sit here and listen to you on mundane voice.
You could watch me. I'm doing cool stuff on the... Look, this thing from Doctor Who and Werewolf Sonic are fighting. Oh, I broke something. Oh, his arm.
This thing from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
It's a fucking Dalek.
Yeah.
Idiot. Anyway, moving on with the news. Jeremy Conrad slams Call of Duty Ghost. You know who he is?
No.
I mean, he apparently used to work for Apparently, he doesn't like the game because it's got FPS issues and shit. I personally don't care. I just put it there because I know some people like that kind of stuff.
Okay.
In terms of units sold, the PlayStation 3 has not surpassed the PS2.
Nope.
Yeah, I was quite surprised. PlayStation 3 has only sold 80 million units, which is impressive by itself. You know, you can't argue with that. It's a good fucking amount of sales for a console. But the PS2 sold 120 million. So again, quite a big fucking gap there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, PS2 didn't have any competition, really. I mean,
no, not really. And obviously the price difference, it means that Sony have still netted over $20 million profit just based on the console sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the PS3's got like 4,200 and something games, which is fucking retarded. I could probably name 50. You know, whatever happened to the other 2,200, they must be complete shit.
Right.
Anyway, what I touched on previously, an official press release shows that Call of Duty Ghosts is now the fastest selling video game of all time after earning $1 billion worth of sales in a day. One day.
I doubt it.
That's what the press release said.
Send me the press release.
I don't have it now, I don't think. I will check my archives.
All right, well, I would like to read it because I was hoping that this one would finally be the decline of Call of Duty.
No, it's the best selling one to date.
Fuck
the total opposite. You know what I'm saying? It's like I just want it to go away. I want something else to take the spotlight.
Yeah, it's
just give us something else that isn't a shitty Twitch-based FPS game, please.
Well, I don't mind it being a Twitch-based FPS, but I want Titanfall to be fantastic.
Fuck you, Xbox boy.
What else?
Finished? I just wasn't sure if we were going to keep bitching.
No.
We got some new screenshots for Soul Calibur Sword.
No one cares.
So hang on, you're looking forward to fucking Killer Instinct.
Yep.
But a new Soul Calibur doesn't phase you.
Because Killer Instinct is free.
Yeah, with microtransactions.
Well, not really. Not traditional microtransactions. Let's be fair here. Let's be fair. It's like $5 for 3 characters, $30 to unlock the whole game.
So it's basically not really free, is it? It's just tricking you into spending $30.
No, free. You get 1 character free.
Yeah, but you're gonna everyone who plays the game seriously is just gonna pay the $30.
Well, yeah.
But it's just nice just to have a big demo.
Yeah.
That's what you could look at it like that. So there's some new screenshots on the article, which is now published. I decided against checking it because there's no point in fucking proofreading it. Nobody reads that either. So what else have we got? That's about it for the hot news. We've got some minor stuff.
I don't want it if it's not hot.
Motherfucker, I spend hours every week getting this post together. The least you can do is fucking listen. How can I expect anyone to read it if the person sitting next to me or works on the site with me can't be bothered to read it or listen?
I want the hot stuff. I don't want the not hot stuff.
That is the hot stuff. This is just a news burst, sort of the on the edge of hot. So it's still hot. It's just not burning. It's not on fire. It's just slightly boiling.
Okay, so what do we got? A new MMO game on the PC, iOS, and Android, boasting a unique crafting system akin to Materia, Final Fantasy VII. Check it out. Hearthstone will be coming to iPhone and Android.
What the fuck are you going to be fucking...
You didn't even have that one. This was new. It was from BlizzCon.
I'm trying to talk about the fucking Albion Online. The game that story links to. It's a cross-platform game. One of the first truly cross-platform MMOs available to PC, iOS, and Android users that will all be on the same server at the same time. You can sit at home and play this shit, and you can take it on the go and play this shit. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
And the game actually, I cover MMO games every day for my daily job. There are so many carbon copy shit games. This one does look unique. So if you're into MMOs and you think, play something on your mobile, check out Albion Online. Go out Jane Austen MMO, dude.
I know, I heard about that.
It's just really... there's a thing in business, demographics and target audience, and I can't honestly say I know a single gamer who'd even say he knows who fucking Jane Austen is.
What? Jane Austen was an English novelist who worked in romantic fiction.
Wasn't it you that told me is that not the woman that got lost in the plane over the ocean? That's what you said, wasn't it? You didn't know who Jane Austen was, motherfucker.
I knew who it was once you said it.
If it's sense of sensibility, everyone's like, yeah, okay. I mean, I don't really know what.
I've read Pride and Prejudice. I mean, I've
really
read Sense and Sensibility. Yes, I have.
You're not hitting on a girl right here, mate. You don't have to. Bullshit.
No, I've had to read it for schools and stuff like that.
You should have said I was forced to read it.
Yeah, but I've read it. I mean,
Okay. We're moving on from Jay. It looks like I can't even put that in there. I was embarrassed to write that. Am using Cab is the latest god to join Smite. He's the god of bees.
Bees.
Yeah, either they're running out of ideas.
Bees.
Needed. Yeah, it's just he's got some pretty cool abilities, but you got the god of all gods. You've got Thor. You've got Zeus, and now you've got the god of bees. Bees like buzzies, bumblebees.
I'm gonna make like all that honey.
That was scary. And Rockstar Games have finally issued the 500,000.
Would you say that he is the bee's knees of gods?
Oh no, you didn't.
Should I go to their site and check out what's buzzing?
That's quite good. You wrote these down ahead of time, didn't you?
No, I saw that. I saw that one on their Facebook page, and and my comment was no community manager, bad community manager. I hope they saw that.
But anyway, before you interrupted me, 500,000 to all GTA Online players that played during October, as Rockstar openly admit that their game is shit.
Yep.
They didn't actually say that. I'm just saying it on their behalf because I'm well qualified to do that because the game is shit. So much potential, currently wasted, but it is Rockstar. GTA 5 amazing, so maybe they can do something with it. We will have to wait and see. That's about it from my news.
Hearthstone, BlizzCon.
So if we're going to move on now
real quick,
to the next section.
Real quick.
Hang on. People have already begun camping for next generation consoles outside
Real quick. BlizzCon happened.
Fuck BlizzCon. Who gives a fuck about BlizzCon?
Well, people that care about Hearthstone.
Fuck Hearthstone.
I'm gonna punch you in your fucking mouth.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Hearthstone's coming to iPhone and Android phones. Just heads up.
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't want to get to this whole mobile gamer debate thing, but when I'm sitting there having a shit or I'm on a bus, I'd like nothing more than to have something more interesting on my phone than guess that logo.
And guess what? It's free.
It's free. Well, it should be fucking free. It's free on the PC.
Exactly.
Are the accounts the same?
Yes, I think so.
Brilliant. I honestly, excellent. I can play it on the go. I can play it when I'm having a shit. I can play it on my phone when I'm sitting there playing Final Fantasy on the fucking PS3.
Yep.
That's brilliant.
Yep. I thought you'd like that, so that's why I wanted to bring it up.
That's good.
Right. We can move on to what's launching this week. Loaded this week.
Okay then.
PS4 is.
Is it?
Yeah. So that means Knack, Killzone Shadowfall, that Rezo gun that we talked about earlier, Need for Speed, that's coming out on everything.
Yeah.
Shit's happening. Playroom for PS4.
Shit's going down. Playroom?
Yeah, that's
son.
That's that thing for the PlayStation Eye, that one developer that's really fun and did stuff for Kinect that was actually okay.
The Eye's not coming with the PS, is it?
No, you have to buy it.
Yeah, so that's not going to sell. It's a whole good game.
Well, I think it's free. I think part of it's free. But whatever. Shit's coming out. And NBA Live 14. All next generation is popping. Everything's going nuts.
It's gonna get fucking hot, bro.
It's gonna get fucking crazy all up in this shit.
All up in this shit. I'm personally not even remotely excited because unlike you American motherfuckers, I have to wait 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 fucking days.
Well, you don't care that the new stuff's coming? You don't care that...
No, because every other fucker's going to have it before me.
I know, but you get to see what it's all about first, and then you know what to buy and not to buy. And
when you really want an ice cream, it's much better to sit there and watch someone else eat it.
Well, and then they go, this one's shit. And then you go, okay, well, I won't get that one, obviously, because that one's shit.
Well, I'm not going to listen to some random idiot's opinion on the internet about what console I should get.
What about my opinion?
As I said, I'm not going to listen to some idiot on the internet about, no.
I will be going and playing with some PlayStation 4s on launch night, so...
I'm not even going to the midnight launch for consoles because I blatantly know I'd get stabbed on the way home.
Yeah, I'm not going, but I know somebody that is, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to come play with your PlayStation 4, so fuck off.
I said to my mate to bring a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't fight.
People really be stabbing people up in Europe?
Well, it's not widespread, you know. But the last time like, a couple of kids got put in hospital over GTA 5. That's a $50 game, dude.
Yeah.
And they were willing to put someone in hospital. That's gonna have a lasting effect on that kid's life forever. For $50, what are they gonna do for a console that's worth $500?
I got an Avengers Cup.
Really? I can't see it. I turned the podcast off.
Look, Avengers.
It's good. America. I like it. I like Avengers. Captain America's my favorite Avenger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You think like he's American, so?
No. I like the. There's a lot of things that I don't like. But I like loyalty and passion, and he's the driving force and all that stuff. So anyway, that's the end of what's launching this week. What's your pick of the week?
Oh Jesus Christ! That's a hard one, man. If I had to pick something.
You do have to pick something. That's kind of the point of the pick of the week section.
Pick of the week. Do you have one? Can I think here?
I don't have one.
I don't. I mean, it's got to be something on PS4. It's the next generation. Welcome to the new age. To the new age.
Dude, if I like plug the PlayStation in and that song come on, showing a bunch of shit, that'd be wicked. Sold on that right now.
It's going to be free for PlayStation Plus, but Resogun.
Resogun.
I think it will look fantastic on new hardware.
Okay then. Hold on.
What about you?
I'm not picking anything.
Why?
I'm boycotting this week.
Which launch game are you going to get?
FIFA 14.
FIFA 14?
Yeah, which is already on the fucking PS3 anyway.
So do you have the Amazons in Europe?
Yes, but I don't think the Amazon deal that we've just posted on Facebook is available to Europeans.
Oh, that's too bad.
Too bad.
It's
too bad that you get buy two, get one free on next generation games on launch.
Yeah.
And we don't. That's too bad, is it?
To be honest with you, that happened for the Wii U for me too.
But fuck you. Too bad it's not even like I'm on Amazon.co.uk right now, just randomly clicking links trying to find something like this. For why? Where's the hate, man? Why can't they just do the same thing for the Europeans?
Well, whatever. What
you got like a gamers Amazon. I've never. Oh no, that's because my username is Gamers Heroes. Fucking link up there saying Gamers Amazon. I'm like, oh, what's going on there? Idiot.
Right. So we can move on to the questions.
Yeah, we've got some exciting questions this week. I would like to send out a big personal thank you to Mr. Mike. Actually, not you, because you're a dick. So I know him in reality. I mean, I was insult him. And Mr. Butler, who I believe is asking questions, but I don't think he's actually listening anymore.
Yeah, I think he is.
No, because we spoke about Never last week, and the motherfucker didn't pick up on that, did he?
No.
We'll see if he listens now. Butler, you're a dick.
If you want to ask us questions, you could send us an email at suckmycontroller@gamersheroes.com.
Also, every Friday we post on the Facebooks, facebook.com/gheroes, asking for questions.
Yep. Okay, now we could go.
Okay then, Mike Gurnall asks who will come out on top between Microsoft and Sony when the two new gen consoles are released. Nobody. You're going to have to wait 6 months for any of those figures to become available.
Who will come out on top? Well, okay, let's say 6 months down the line, who will come out on top?
The Wii U.
Now you're just trolling. Wii U's only sold like 5 units today.
Worldwide. Ever. Did you actually hear they're releasing 3 games on the same day as the Xbox One?
Yeah, oh yeah. I've known about this, dude.
Yeah, it's just like...
They're good games, too.
Yeah, but they're stupid.
Yeah.
So stupid.
They've got that Link Between Worlds for the 3DS. That's a really good game. Or what looks to be like a really good game. I mean, it's a callback to one of the greatest Zelda games of all time. Then they've got that new Super Mario Brothers, too. Or not new Super Mario. It's the 3D world. It's the actual 3D Mario that people are waiting for. It's not the new Super Mario Brothers one, so it will be good. And what sucks is I've got to buy an Xbox, guys. I can't. I love Nintendo. I love Nintendo properties. I love Nintendo franchises, but you fucking assholes.
But this is what I'm talking about. Every other Nintendo fan that's actually a gamer was going to say the same thing as you. Yeah. I'd like to buy it, but sadly, I've got to buy a next-gen console.
Right.
Anyway, moving on. I'm not talking about this Nintendo shit. What are we talking about? What section are we on? Questions. Right. I don't think there's going to be, because there's no real clear winner this generation, is there?
Yes, there is.
Who?
Well, if we were being technical,
the Wii.
The Wii. It sold
yes.
20 million more than any of the other consoles. But
now, if you also think about which console has spent the longest time in a dusty cupboard, that's also the Wii.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it depends on how you gauge success. Obviously, if it's sale numbers on the console itself, it's the Wii. If it's games, that's just full of lies because they count games that come in the packages and actually sell when it's not. It's like Just Dance or whatever it was with a Wii launch. It's like one of the best-selling games in history. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's not. It's just because it came with the Wii U. It was the cheapest package available. Nobody actually plays fucking Just Dance. They actually do, but not cool people. You know,
I like
you've got
Just Dance.
I don't know. It's hard to say. You've got some massive exclusives coming out for both consoles, some new IPs making their way through. I personally, I think a fucking awful lot lies with Destiny and Titanfall.
But Destiny's multi-platform.
Yes, but I think if Titanfall takes the edge, because it's both a sci-fi fix and shooter kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think if Titanfall impresses enough for someone to consider and go, you know what, it might be worth buying an Xbox just for this game.
Yeah.
Then I think that'll fucking snatch it for Microsoft in the first initial period. I think at the end of the day, both consoles will sell well, barring any ridiculous fucking technical difficulties on launch day. I just think it's it's just a good time for gamers. There's lots of coming.
It definitely is a good time for gamers. I think if I had to pick 6 months down the road, who I think will be on top, I think it's going to be the PlayStation. As much as I really like my Xbox 360, and I think I'm really going to love the Xbox One, and I think they're putting a ton of money into exclusives. I think the problems that they had at the beginning of their announcement is going to hurt them. The third generation of a console system is historically terrible. I mean, you have the Dreamcast, you have the PlayStation 3 when it launched. I
like the Dreamcast.
Yeah, great. Fucking nobody else, well, everybody else did, but nobody bought anything for it, so...
I like the Dreamcast.
You have the N64. That didn't sell for shit.
I love the 64.
What?
It's one of my favorite consoles ever.
Me too, but it didn't sell for shit. And like I said, the PlayStation 3 didn't sell at the beginning either. They took a while before they started to get their message straight, because their message at the beginning was, we're coming out at $600 and fuck you if you don't have the money for it.
Yeah, they're like, why is no one buying it?
It's more, the Xbox One is more expensive, which at the end of the day I think makes a difference.
It does. I mean, I originally got an Xbox 360.
Yeah.
You know, first, because there's a price difference. It was only when I actually got a proper job and stopped spunking all my money on drugs, alcohol, and naked women.
Yeah.
That's when I finally got it. So, yeah, I do think the price will make a difference. I agree there. But, because it's so close to Christmas, to be honest, the kids don't give a shit about the price difference.
That's
they
true.
Tell their mummy and daddy what they fuck it. I want an Xbox One. I don't care about the price, mum. Don't give me a PS4. They're shit.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It'll definitely be, if anything, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, especially around the Christmas period. But overall, I mean, I'll argue to the dogs come home today about who won what in this generation. But to be honest, just the PS4, Xbox One, doesn't matter which console you pledge your allegiance to. It's just a great time right now.
Yep.
For all things gaming. We've got some really exciting shit on the way. Some brand new things, never been done before. It's all good fun.
Yeah,
it's good fun. I'm excited. Well, I will be excited in 3 fucking weeks, 10 days after every other fucker's already played everything.
I'll be playing. Who knows? Maybe I'll get some videos up. Maybe I'll talk Jake into shooting some videos for us.
Fuck you.
About the PlayStation 4.
Moving on. Jason Butler's got quite an interesting question. I really like this one. Mm-hmm. If you were stuck in a Saw-like scenario...
Laser.
And had to amputate your buddy's arm to survive, what would your tool of choice be?
Laser.
Like what? Like just like a laser pen?
Like a laser saw.
I was gonna say, because if you're sitting there with a laser pen, you'll be there for years.
Just like what they use in like surgeries and shit, like in Surgeon Simulator, because like it would saw it off and it would cauterize it and you'd be fine.
Wow, dude, you're so shit.
What are you talking about?
It depends on which mate.
What do you mean? You want if it's your mate, you don't want to hurt them.
Well, it depends on my mates.
What? You want to hurt some of your mates?
Damn fucking right. Them fuckers have made some of my most miserable days in history.
I'm trying to. Oh, so this is what I did this week. Going back to the first section of the podcast.
What the fuck? Just do that.
I saw a dude's penis. That's what I did this week.
I honestly have no idea if I should ask further questions about that, if I should ignore it and hope you move on.
Middle of the night, right? Middle of the night.
That's not good.
Busy.
It's daylight, you can...
Busy.
All right.
Guy walks up to the front door of the business I work at.
Oh, work. That's better. Okay.
Starts peeing on the front door.
Smooth.
There's like 40 people in the place that I work staring at him. I get a bucket of water and I throw it on him.
Nice. I
just get the fuck away. Stop pissing on the door.
Yes, that sounds like a good argument.
Oh, I also had to chase some kids down.
Fun. Anyway, moving on from penis jokes.
It wasn't a joke, dude. I saw a penis.
But this is not a joking matter.
No.
What was fucking... Yeah, so if I was stuck in a saw-like scenario, why would I have to amputate my buddy's arm?
I don't know, because saw is stupid.
Doesn't make any sense. But I like the question. I'd probably just use a saw.
Yeah.
But there's just too many variables.
Yep.
You know, what kind of state am I in? Am I healthy? Will I last a few days? I might just eat his arm off. You know, is there tools nearby? Do they give me a complete selection of tools that I can pick freely from? You know, are there people watching? Will people know what I've done after I've done it? There's just so many variables to take into that question. I don't think I can answer it seriously. Although a shotgun would be fun.
Shotgun.
Yeah, because you probably wouldn't blow the arm off completely first try. So you'd have a bit dangly.
Oh my god, dude, that's gross.
For good shit. Anyway, from Mr. Butler again, there was the World War II genre, then military modern military FPS, which is still here and won't fuck off, and now the survival zombie genre. Can you speculate as to the next big genre? Personally, it's going to be space exploration style space.
Zombie survival, like really that big of a genre?
Yeah, you had DayZ. Can't argue about that game. That game was massive. Warzy again, not going to defend the game in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, they definitely had blips on the radar, but
they weren't. It was big. They made a lot of money, dude.
They weren't World War II genre and modern military FPS genre sized.
No, but they haven't got a big slide, but compared to what they were a year, 2 years ago.
I guess.
Before DayZ, this shit was nowhere really. I mean, you've got Never, you've got DayZ, you've got Warzy.
Well, I mean, there was fucking Resident Evil doing this military, or was doing zombies way before this, and that's
but this just not survival.
The original Resident Evils were survival. Yes, they were.
They were survival horror, but not in the same way that, they're not sandbox survival, which is basically what DayZ was. That's what the new generation.
It's really an evolution of that. I mean, it's not like
it's not a sandbox is not an evolution of a linear game. It's just a different way.
Yes, it is. It most certainly is. The sandbox is most certainly is an evolution of a linear game.
No, because you suggest by saying evolution that it's superior, and that's not always the case.
No, evolution does not mean superior. It's random change over time.
It's not random change.
Schooling you, bitch.
Fucking change. It was planned.
Uh-huh.
You can't say that Resident Evil is the same as Warzy and shit. No, it's not. Not even close.
I'm just saying, when you're comparing genres, I wouldn't necessarily say like, oh, these past 2 years have been the year of the zombie genre.
In terms of releases compared to what they have been, yes, that genre has come through tenfold. Compared to what it was. It's a lot more popular, there's a lot more demand for it.
I guess.
I personally actually think it's already on the way out.
Which is funny because Dead Rising 3 is the one thing I'm looking forward to most on Xbox One, but
yeah, but that's not,
it's not survival by any means.
No,
it is, but
zombies have always been a popular niche gaming, it's not just left, but I think the survival zombie thing is coming to an end already, mainly because people can't do anything new about it. It's all very much, let's go gather this just for some twat that's sitting in a bush for 2 hours to take it all off me. There's some massive flaws with the whole zombie sandbox survival thing, and I don't think there are currently any developers out there that are going to be able to plug those holes. Although I haven't played Nether, which is another question from Jason. Have you played Nether?
No, I don't play stupid games.
Well, it did have quite a following during its early days. I haven't looked into it. It just because
I'm completely kidding. If anybody really likes Nether and listens to this or whatever,
don't say that. So you just sell yourself.
I
just be a troll. Fuck it.
No, I don't. And like I don't know anything about it, to be fair, and I don't think it's necessarily bad because I haven't played it. But go on.
Well, it's currently I think $30 for the early access version.
Though I do hate early access anything usually.
Yeah, I don't like it a lot of the time. I love what Steam's doing right now, just to give everyone a shot. Everyone's got a shot on Steam, Steam fucking green light the early access to get some free testing, because obviously when you have to pay for external companies, that shit starts to get fucking expensive.
Right.
Why do that when you can get the entire Steam community to do it for you? I love what Steam's doing. Not going to dog on Steam for that, but as a gamer, there's not enough information on what the early access. I can play it before release, but
right.
Could be complete shit.
Give them money in hopes that they build a good game around with the source that they have right now, and that's
if I'm going to test it for you, give me a massive discount or let me in for free. They can do timed events on Steam. They do it all the time. Give me 2 hours to test the game out,
right,
and then I'll buy your early access. I'm not going to buy early access blind on a whim, especially with this genre, especially from a developer that's, for all intents and purposes, not done anything before. As far as I know, was it Phosphorus Games or something like that? I think it's their first game anyway. If it was Rockstar or someone big, I'd consider it, but not from a developer that I've not had before.
Ooh, I'm upside down.
Yeah. But anyway, Never is looking good. I think it's $30 on Steam with the 8 access. So if you do like the zombie horror games, well, it's more mutant-y, sort of post-apocalyptic stuff rather than exact zombies. But
yeah.
Is there? I think Mr. Butler and Todd will love it. It's perfect up their street. Them two are very.
I don't think we ever answered what would be the next big genre.
We didn't. I was just just running off to that question while we were there.
Oh, okay.
I did answer it personally. You obviously weren't fucking listening.
What'd you say?
It's going to be sort of open worldy, sandboxy spaceship games.
What?
Funny is that? Let me get some fucking evidence for you, right? Go on. You put your claims. Put your claims across and you say some fucking evidence. I'll show you. You know what even
games. What is space games?
Spaceship sandbox. You know what EVE Online is, right?
Yes, I know what EVE Online is.
Yes, think that. Yeah. But bigger. That's going to be the next generation of big games.
They've got that Citizen Kane game or whatever, or Citizen Starship or whatever.
Star Citizen, which is the most successful Kickstarter project in history.
Yeah, it's not going to be a good game. Whatever. Dude, that is not going to be the next big genre. It's not going to be space.
Yes, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more science fiction, space-based exploration and combat. It's the next level. You got. We've had World War II, modern military. It's evolving through time. I think we're going to see much more. I want a more take on science fiction. To me, is I don't want to play today, modern day, or just near future. Why? I don't want to play the fucking World War II. I can't stand World War II themed anything.
Yeah,
it's shit. I want to play, Mass Effect. I want to play a unique future, a future we've not got to yet, a future we're not expecting.
I mean, I could get down on some more Mass Effect, I forgot the word that it was going to be, but basically, I think the biggest thing coming up now is going to be a mashup of single player and multiplayer into one thing. Like, that's going to be the newest thing, and I don't think it's necessarily going to be one genre. I think you're going to see it across multiple different genres.
That's a feature.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think that's going to be the thing.
He didn't ask what the next big thing would be. Don't dodge the question. He said next big genre.
The next big genre, I think, I have to agree. I think sci-fi is definitely part of it. I don't think it's open world space.
No, I was going to be precise because that way, if I'm right, I can be like, "Fuck yeah."
Yeah. But with Titanfall coming out, and I think it's been a while since like the Unreal Tournament series has been around, and I think future, some kind of future shooter RPG is going to be the thing for a little bit here.
I don't want a typical. I don't want a COD style shit. I don't want a run and gunner. I want.
Well, a good thing Titanfall is not like Call of Duty.
No, but I'm not getting a fucking Xbox, and I'm not waiting for Titanfall 2 either. I want something.
I mean, Destiny could be huge.
Yeah, Destiny could be huge, but at the same time, it's all been done before in some capacity.
Yeah, but it's Bungie, and they do good things good.
Yes, I'm not arguing the game. The game could be the best in that particular genre it's ever been, but at the same time, PlanetSide 2 does a similar in similar ways. You cross that with a couple of other FPS games online, and you've got Destiny. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm fucking severely pumped for it, but I don't think it's going to rewrite the genre, and I don't think it's inventing anything completely fresh and new. I want to see a new take on something. Yeah, it's sort of Mass Effect done, where it sort of combined the sort of turn-based with the action, and I just want something that isn't reliant on my reaction speeds, mainly because I'm getting old and I can't do it anymore. Dude, if you just put me in a COD game like Modern Warfare 2, I'd have wiped the floor with fucking 90% of players I come across. Now I'm finishing second from bottom most games.
You're getting old, dude.
Dude, it's just I just can't keep up anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in my hands so cold, I'm struggling to click the mouse quick enough to shoot people. I'll get to that age. I always said I'll always play games and I always will, but I'm gonna have to change the kind of games I play because I'm shit now. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. There's a lot of stuff.
You know what? Story-based games, story-based Dead, and like The Wolf Among Us. That's what I would like to see take over.
See, personally, just based on what I've heard and what I've seen,
I like those games.
I think they're gonna have to hit some big IPs to do it, though.
Yeah.
I know Telltale Games actually spoke about doing it. They said they were interested in a Star Wars one recently.
Ooh.
Now that could be fucking immense. The things they could do with that would be, but I just think The Wolf Among Us has shown them that, although it has glowing reviews across most critics so far for the first episode, you're looking at sort of 4 out of 5, 9 out of 10, B out of A+ kind of thing. So it is very popular among the critics. But I don't think it's going to sell anywhere near what The Walking Dead did, purely because it brought that name with it.
No, it's true. I mean, Walking Dead will bring in more people, but I think
yes,
those single-player story experiences. I mean, we've seen it with other games. These shorter, smaller, downloadable games, these cheaper titles. I think they could definitely be something very huge. I mean, we've already seen it with what was that one game about the lesbian girl?
Lesbian girl?
Yeah, the one where you're walking around the house.
Oh, the fuck you're talking
coming
about?
Home or something, whatever. It doesn't matter. It was a great game, but I can't remember its name.
Brilliant. That really left a lasting impression.
The story did, but obviously the name of the game didn't. But yeah, these small story experiences, I like them a lot. I have a lot of fun playing them.
I would like to see. It's an awkward spot for me because I love The Walking Dead. I love the way the story was portrayed and came across, but I didn't like the lack of gameplay.
I did. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm willing to admit it. Like, I just don't give a shit. Maybe I'm getting old, and I just don't care.
I would have liked to. Obviously, you don't want too much gameplay, or it's not going to be the interactive story anymore.
Right.
It's just going to be another game.
Right.
But I just want something, and obviously they've only released two of these now.
Yeah.
So they're going to bring new stuff to it. They're going to evolve their mechanics over time.
I mean, they've done stuff like this before, and it failed terribly. This is just kind of the first time that it actually is going forward well.
Yeah, they've got a winning recipe that they can build on for the future releases. But I would like to see a little bit more involvement, a little more depth in the branches, because a lot of the times in the other game, there was a lot of choices.
There's a lot of choices in The Wolf Among Us, dude.
The impact was minimal in The Walking Dead.
The impact is very significant in The Wolf Among Us. If you look at the tree,
I've done some bits, and it's like, one bit's massive, and other bits practically not there. But at the time, it doesn't really. It's just, I don't know. It's not like Mass Effect where it's like save the world, destroy the universe. Two fucking blatantly black and white choices. And I'm not necessarily sure that's the best way of doing things, because life isn't black and white. But I don't know. It's just I don't want to go back and play, because the trouble is with those games, they have no replayability for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah. And unless these choices are absolutely massive, you're not going to want to read the same book twice. So again, but I'm not talking about because you can't compare it to fucking Wolf Among Us, because that game's not going to be shit compared to the fucking Walking Dead. I'm talking about exclusively about Walking Dead here. But anyway, so I would like to see your dreams come to fruition. I would like to see the story genre take more of a front seat. I'd even like to see some more movie directors in that get involved, or maybe Spielberg or someone that's really talented at telling a story. Someone that's sort of globally renowned for telling a story. Just bring it to the video game medium.
Yeah.
Now that Telltale have proven that some gamers are ready to be sort of entertained in a different way. Or just release interactive porn.
No.
I believe that could sell fucking brilliantly.
Were you thinking that I wasn't paying attention and would just say yes?
Yes. Yes, no. I was. I would like to see some interactive porn.
Oh my god.
Why not?
Japan's probably got it, dude.
Derogatory, racist way. Nothing like that. Just nice, old-fashioned interactive pornography.
Oh my god. I'm reading BuzzFeed right now.
So are we cool to wrap this shit up?
Yeah, we're cool to wrap this shit up.
Okay, thank you very much for listening to a rather extended version of the Stop My Controller podcast. These are supposed to be an hour long. Woo! This one is almost 2. It's now 1:45 in the morning, so thank you very much, Ryan, for ensuring I'm going to have fuck all sleep this evening.
I only got 5 hours to sleep today, and it was from noon to 5 p.m.
So if you want to check us out, if you do listen, please, Stop My Controller Gamers Heroes. Just send us a podcast so we know we're not wasting our time.
Or tell us on Facebook. Make it easy.
Yeah, on Facebook, facebook.com/gheroes. Just come and say, fuck you, Captain Camper. Whatever. Just, well, maybe not that, because we do have younger people check the Facebook. Just say something. Hello. Anything. Just let us know you're listening. You can follow us on YouTube, youtube.com/Gamers Heroes. We do upload this as a site every week at some point, usually around Wednesday. Is that right?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Up. It's on. We do a new one on the website every week. We do it live on Twitch TV at 12. Is it PM or AM when it's midnight? PM, isn't it? 12
no,
PM.
AM.
No, it's AM.
Midnight.
Yeah, 12. We'll say 12:01. That's easier. 12:01 AM GMT time, and what, 7 EST, or is it 8 now?
7.
Time zone changes, motherfucker. Yeah, 7 o'clock EST. We're live roughly around that time. We do talk to anyone that shows up and incorporate them and all that shit. Hottest news article every Sunday. Posted on the website. New reviews. Totally honest, unbiased.
Oh my god, I've been fucking with all this thing, and I just remembered that now I'm going to have to reset all of them.
What are you talking about?
I've been playing with all the framing of all the pictures and stuff like that. Now I'm going to have to fucking go through and make a whole new scene. My bad.
Anyway, check back next week. Obviously, if you're looking for next generation stuff, check back around the launch. We'll have some reviews up, some honest fucking reviews of the consoles. If they suck, we will tell you they suck.
I have a feeling they won't.
What I'd like to do, if I go out and spend £400 or something, the first thing I think of is I'm going to go on Gamers Heroes and say how much they suck.
Yeah.
I'll be pissed off, to be fucking honest, you know? So yeah, hopefully they'll be good. We'll tell you the good and bad. Just make sure you check back soon. And thank you very much for listening. It's goodbye from me. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day. Be nice to one another.